All right, viewers, let's just cut across immediately right now to Poland. Joining me from there is my colleague Gaurav Sawant, tracking day 27 of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Gaurav, in the next 2 days, there will be the American president where you are right now. What can be hoped to achieve now?
So the American president is coming to Poland with his aim to Warsaw is all about reassuring the North Atlantic Treaty Organization countries that their interests will be well protected, because the fear here in Warsaw is that what Russia did to Ukraine, and given the fact that America did provide weapons and systems but nothing more, the apprehension is that this will only embolden the Russian President Vladimir Putin to then in the years to come. And as far as Poland is concerned, the political leadership here even talks about a timeline that his next target would be the Baltic states, then would be Poland, and NATO will offer nothing more than lip service. And this is what President Joe Biden wants to actually allay those fears and say, no, there will be no attack on any of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization countries, and the fact that Ukraine is not a NATO country. So there is a very clear distinction in what happens to a non-NATO country and what happens to a NATO country. This is what the American president's visit is all about. Point one. Point two, as far as Ukraine is concerned, day 27 of this conflict, Ukraine continues to get a very large amount, at least that is what the Americans are insisting, of anti-tank guided missiles, surface-to-air missiles and money to acquire other weapons and systems that they may want to, including the S-300 surface-to-air defense systems, which have kept the Russian Su-30s and Su-34s at bay. So monetary support is there, training support is there, weapons and systems are there, but no troops on ground. As far as NATO countries are concerned, there's also an American commitment of troops on ground. What will it actually mean, Preeti, in the years ahead remains to be seen.
All right, Gaurav, stay with me. As Russian forces continue to rain missiles where Ukraine cities are concerned, we're going to get you how Biden and Putin are going to be positioned in the next 2 days to come.
He's about to mark a month of his invasion of Ukraine. He's about to mark a month of rapid-fire sanctions against Russia. And he's about to mark a month of warning the international community about World War III. In just hours from now, these three leaders will be on the same landmass. After his vice president failed to cut any ice in Poland last week, US President Biden will be in Ukraine's neighboring country this week. The visit comes amidst weeks of suspense over whether Ukraine's NATO neighbors will help stop Putin's war machine.
Oh, I think he is a war criminal.
Will you be meeting with him?
Now, in the Ukrainian land, our soldiers and officers are fighting for Russia, for a peaceful life, for the people of Donbass, to denazify and demilitarize Ukraine so that no anti-Russia that has been created by the West next to our borders didn't threaten us. With nuclear weapons as well, as it was happening recently, our people is proud of our...
Зробити Україну, щоб стати членом НАТО, бути в безпеці, отримати гарантії безпеки. Ми чули відповідь, рішення такого на столі поки що немає. І найближчим часом не буде. Як і крісла для нас за цим столом.
Between the belligerence of Putin and the self-righteous counterstrikes by Biden, Europe is taking on a terrifying post-war hue. Devastation in big cities, talk of battle in the air, nuclear forces on operational alert, night skies lit up by explosions, weapons by the ton flowing across international borders, and the hustle and bustle of superpower leaders with no real plan on stopping the actual violence. Can Biden provide clarity on what happens next? With Gaurav Sawant in Poland and Geeta Mohan in Moscow, Bureau Report, India Today.
back to the national capital and in Delhi. The three MCDs, there were elections where the MCD was concerned in Delhi, but the latest googly has come in by the central government. Three municipal corporations in the national capital are likely to be merged into one. The Union Cabinet on Tuesday cleared the bill to merge the civic bodies. The North Delhi Municipal Corporation, South Delhi Municipal Corporation and the East Delhi Municipal Corporation would be merged into one if the bill passes in Parliament. This comes after State Election Commission did not declare elections for the three civic bodies and Aam Aadmi Party took to the streets in protest. The Saffron Party countered it, saying the Delhi CM was not providing the required funds to MCD, so they had to unify it. BJP also said, under a conspiracy, Congress had divided MCDs into three parts in 2012. The Delhi Municipal Corporation Bill 2022 is likely to be now tabled in Parliament next week.
एमसीडी तीनों अलग हो एक हो उससे ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है। भ्रष्टाचार रहेगा तो एक एमसीडी होगी तब भी ऐसी कंगाली रहेगी। अगर ईमानदारी होगी तो तीनों एमसीडी में भी बदलाव हो सकता है। हमें एक करते हैं तब भी दिक्कत नहीं है, तीनों अलग रखते हैं तब भी दिक्कत नहीं है। बेसिक बात यह है कि ईमानदार सरकार एमसीडी में चाहिए। भारतीय जनता पार्टी 15 साल में उसमें फेल साबित हुई है, तो इसलिए वो तो पॉलिटिकल विल का सवाल है। वो टेक्निकल चीज़ों से वो चीज़ें नहीं सॉल्व होने वाली हैं।
तो ये व्यवस्था कोई बीजेपी पहले बार तो नहीं करने जा रही है। पहले भी ऐसी ही व्यवस्था थी और ये यूनियन टेरिटरी है। अगर यहाँ निगम स्वतंत्र रहना चाहती है, लोगों का मैक्सिमम काम निगम से है और आप निगम का फंड रोक दे रहे हैं, तो इससे क्यों डरते हैं आप अरविंद केजरीवाल जी? अरे भाई चुनाव होगा तो आप भी जीत सकते हैं, कोशिश करिए ना। डर क्यों लग रहा है आपको? उनको लग रहा है कि मेयर पता नहीं किसका होगा, वो हमारे सर के ऊपर खड़ा होगा। तो ये लोकतंत्र में सोच नहीं रहनी चाहिए। यूनियन टेरिटरी का अपना एक संविधान है और मैं समझता हूं सोचना चाहिए कि दिल्ली में रह रहे लोगों का काम कैसे होगा। निगम को अड़ंगा मत डालो, कभी शिक्षक हड़ताल पे, कभी डॉक्टर हड़ताल पे, कभी सफाई कर्मचारी हड़ताल पे। क्या है, आपने तमाशा लगा रखा है। तो इन तमाशों को नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार ने दूर कर दिया है।
जब दिल्ली नगर निगम के चुनाव पेंडिंग है तब ये एक्सरसाइज सिर्फ इसलिए की जा रही है क्योंकि भाजपा को मालूम है कि उनकी करारी हार इस बार दिल्ली में होने जा रही है और सिर्फ इलेक्शन को डिले करने के लिए ये कार्रवाई की जा रही है।
एक्चुअली यूनिफिकेशन तो एक टैक्टिस है जिसके माध्यम से बीजेपी दिल्ली के अंदर एमसीडी चुनाव नहीं कराना चाहती है। पिछले 15 सालों से भारतीय जनता पार्टी एमसीडी में है। 15 सालों में दिल्ली की एक भी गली साफ नहीं है। दिल्ली के अंदर 3-3 कूड़े के पहाड़ हैं और इतना भ्रष्टाचार किया इन्होंने कि आज कर्मचारियों को वेतन देने के पैसे नहीं है। दिल्ली की जनता बहुत बड़े बदलाव के इंतजार में है एमसीडी के अंदर, और अगर चुनाव भारतीय जनता पार्टी समय पे नहीं कराती तो ये दिल्ली की जनता के साथ बहुत बड़ा अपमान है।
All right, let's quickly move on now. There is going to be a common entrance test, which is the latest coming in for the UGC board. Let's tell our viewers more. Come July, there will be a common university entrance test to admit students to undergraduate programs. The University Grant Commission will, in all likelihood, conduct the common entrance test in the first week of July. This means that apart from the eligibility criteria of different universities, Class 12 board exams marks will not have any bearing on the admission of the students. There are 45 central universities funded by the University Grants Commission. The syllabus of the common university entrance test will be mirrored with the Class 12 model syllabus of the NCERT. The common test is aimed at providing equal opportunities to students from across the board, especially to those from the northeast and rural areas.
In order to make the life of the students easy, UGC ने डिसाइड किया आगे एडमिशन्स के लिए 2022-23 एडमिशन्स यूजी एडमिशन्स के लिए सभी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में हम CUET को कंपलसरी किया। ये एग्ज़ाम हम फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ जुलाई में कंडक्ट करेंगे और इसका एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस अप्रैल फर्स्ट वीक में शुरू होगा। स्टूडेंट्स कैन राइट दिस कंप्यूटर बेस्ड टेस्ट इन देयर ओन लैंग्वेज। हम 13 लैंग्वेजेस में ये टेस्ट को हम कंडक्ट करेंगे और इसमें 2 सेशंस होंगे। एक सेशन में लैंग्वेज पेपर लिखना है और 2 डोमेन स्पेसिफिक पेपर्स लिख सकते हैं और एक जनरल पेपर भी लिख सकते हैं चाहिए तो। और दूसरा सेशन में 4 डोमेन पेपर्स को लिख सकते हैं और एक फॉरेन लैंग्वेजेस को भी लिख सकते हैं।
Well, one of India's biggest food aggregator and delivery company, Zomato, came up with a new plan that didn't quite go down very well. Well, Zomato decided that the founder, in fact, CEO, and Dipinder Goyal made a big announcement, declaring that Zomato Instant will soon be launched. Goyal said Zomato Instant will enable 10 minutes food deliveries to customers, adding that customers want quick responses without wait or planning. Goyal also said that 30 minutes average delivery time is too slow. The announcement sparked uproar on social media, which condemned Zomato for creating undue pressure on delivery agents. Today, Zomato issued a clarification saying Instant Zomato is only for standardized and popular items which can be dispatched within 2 minutes of placing an order for specific and nearby locations. Zomato will not inform delivery agents of the delivery time. There will be no penalties for late delivery and no incentives for on-time delivery. Zomato is building food stations across several locations to execute Zomato Instant. All right, meanwhile, my colleague Akshata spoke to Karthi Chidambaram. Listen in.
Karthi, I want to begin by getting your reaction to this entire issue and, this debate and discussion over Zomato's announcement. Do you think it's impractical and impossible to talk about 10-minute delivery of food?
See, I highlighted this issue last week, in fact, on last Wednesday, well before this announcement by this particular company happened. I actually highlighted the plight of gig economy workers who are given unrealistic and unachievable targets for delivery and how that's endangering their lives because they're under so much pressure to deliver within those stipulated times. And I also gave out a real life example from Delhi where an executive who was working to deliver for Zomato called Salil Tripathi, who passed away. So this announcement coming after me highlighting that in Parliament definitely took me by surprise because, as it is, gig economy workers are under tremendous pressure. They don't have any collective bargaining. Their relationships with the company they're not employees. So they're already on a weak wicket. On top of that, now this company comes up with a very ambitious 10-minute delivery target, which I think is only going to add to the pressure and add to the very precarious situation all of them are in.
We're going to go into a quick break. To stay with us, news and updates continue on the other side. The other side is our fact check segment. Welcome back. You're watching our fact check segment where we bust certain claims masquerading to be facts on social media platforms and WhatsApp groups. There's a video which is floating about suggesting that these were the final moments of the Chinese Boeing 737 before the crash in China. Well, the fact check on that, viewers, this viral video is from 2019 of an Ethiopian airline right before the plane crashed. Nothing to do with the Chinese Boeing 737 aircraft which crashed in China. With that quick fact check, time for us to go into a quick break. To stay with me on the other side is To The Point.